You don't get hollow cheeks by hacking your face. You get them by understanding how your face actually works, then playing the game smarter than everyone else around you. First, let's get one thing straight. There are three main levers that decide whether your face looks sharp and hollow or soft and puffy. Your bone structure, your body fat, and your facial muscles. You can't change your bones without surgery, but you have a lot more control over the other two than you think. And the crazy part? Most people are accidentally doing the exact things that make their cheeks look rounder every single day. So in this video, I'll walk you through a simple, safe, hollow cheek protocol you can actually follow. No surgery, no starving yourself, no nonsense, just smart tweaks to how you eat, move, and use the muscles in your face so your cheekbones start to pop and the mid-face looks lean and sculpted over time. Now, before we jump in, you need to hear this. If your face is naturally round because you're young or you just have more buccal fat, that's not a flaw. That's literally what makes faces look youthful. Hollow cheeks are a look, not an upgrade to your worth as a human being. So if you decide to go for it, do it for you, not to chase someone else's trend. All right, let's start with the biggest unlock. Most people think hollow cheeks are all about losing face fat. But there's a reason some people lose weight and their face still looks soft, while others get that instant model face as soon as they drop a few kilos. The difference is where their body stores fat and how active their facial muscles and jawline are. Here's the truth. Your face is one of the first places to show changes in overall body fat, but it's not a spot you can magically target. So if you're expecting one magic face exercise to carve hollows into your cheeks in 7 days, that's just not how biology works. What does work is combining three things: slight overall fat loss, specific facial exercises to tighten and lift, and lifestyle changes that remove bloat and puffiness from your face. Think of it like this. Fat is the filler, muscles are the frame, and water retention is the blur filter. You don't just remove filler, you tighten the frame and remove the blur, so the structure underneath actually shows. Let's start with the most underrated part, the blur filter. Have you ever looked in the mirror first thing in the morning and thought, my face looks huge today? Then later in the day it looks sharper without you doing anything? That's not fat changing in a few hours. That's fluid, salt, and inflammation playing games with your face. There are three big culprits that instantly make your cheeks look rounder, even if your actual fat levels haven't changed. High sodium foods, high carb meals late at night, and not drinking enough water. When you constantly eat salty processed food and slam big carb-heavy meals late in the evening, your body holds onto more water. A lot of that water sits in the soft tissues of your face, especially around the cheeks and under eyes, which makes everything look puffier and less defined. So if you want your cheekbones to show, you can't ignore this. You don't have to go extreme, but you should. Cut down on processed, salty foods and fast food as much as you realistically can. Avoid massive carb-heavy meals right before bed, and keep late dinners lighter. Increase your water intake through the day so your body doesn't feel the need to hold on to every drop. Most people are shocked at how much leaner their face looks in just 1 or 2 weeks by doing nothing but reducing sodium, cleaning up carbs, and hydrating properly. Your bone structure didn't change. Next, let's talk about the actual body fat that sits in your cheeks. Here's where a lot of people get it wrong. They try to spot reduce facial fat with only face workouts, but your body doesn't burn fat from exactly where you want on command. What face exercises can do is tighten, tone, and change how the area looks, but the actual fat reduction comes from overall energy balance. So if you're at a higher body fat level overall, you'll get the best hollow cheek transformation by combining a small, sustainable calorie deficit with some movement you can stick to. That could be 3 to 4 days of fast-paced walking, running, or any cardio you enjoy, plus some strength training to keep your body looking athletic instead of skinny fat. When you consistently burn more calories than you eat, your body starts dipping into fat stores all over, including your face. That's when you start noticing your jawline sharpen, your cheeks deflate slightly, and your cheekbones poke through a bit more. But here's the mini twist that nobody tells you. If you go too extreme with dieting, you can lose so much volume that you start to look tired or sick instead of aesthetic. That's why we're talking about getting hollow cheeks safely, not wrecking your metabolism just to see a bit more shadow under your cheekbones. Aim for slow, controlled fat loss, not a crash diet. You want to look sharp and healthy, not drained. Now, this is where it gets interesting. There's a whole network of muscles in your cheeks and around your jaw that can be trained, just like your biceps or chest. When those muscles are toned and lifted, they pull the skin tighter, make the jaw more prominent, and create that natural shadow between the cheekbone and the lower cheek. That's the hollow you're chasing. So let's talk about a few simple, safe exercises you can use to train your face without going overboard. Exercise number 1, the kiss the ceiling move. You slowly tilt your head back until you're looking up. Then you push your lips forward like you're trying to literally kiss the ceiling. 10 to 20 times. You should feel the muscles along your jaw and neck fire up as you do this. This helps define the jaw and tighten the lower face, which makes your mid-face look relatively slimmer and your cheeks less heavy. Exercise number 2, the fish face with a twist. You suck your cheeks in as if you're making a fish face, hold it for a few seconds, then swish air from one cheek to the other like you're rinsing your mouth with mouthwash. Do this 10 to 20 times, slowly, focusing on feeling those cheek muscles working, not just rushing through it. Over time, this tones the cheek area and can help stop them from sagging downward, so the hollow under your cheekbone becomes more visible. Exercise number 3, the cheek lift hold. You place your fingers lightly on your cheekbones, gently lift the cheeks upwards, then open your mouth into a big O and hold for a few seconds. It feels weird the first time, but that's exactly what engages the muscles that support your cheekbones. Repeating this 10 to 15 times helps train the muscles to hold your cheeks slightly higher, creating a more sculpted look. Now here's the important safety note. Just like you can overtrain a muscle in the gym, you can overtrain your face. If you go crazy chewing gum all day, or doing jaw exercises for an hour, you risk building up the masseter muscles so much that your jaw actually looks wider, and your mid-face looks heavier, not hollow. So treat facial exercises like a workout, not a compulsion. 2 short sessions a day, a few minutes each, is more than enough for most people. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, so a bit of fat loss, remove the bloat, train the face, is that all? Almost, but there are 2 more levers no one talks about that make a big visual difference, even if they don't change your actual anatomy. The first one is posture. You can have decent cheekbones, but if your head is constantly tilted down, neck pushed forward, and jaw hanging open, your whole face collapses visually. Simply keeping your neck tall, chin slightly tucked, and lips gently together with the tongue resting lightly on the roof of your mouth can make your face look sharper instantly. No, that's not some magic, mewing transformation, but it does change the way your jawline and cheeks present in real life. The second lever is how you sleep and recover. If you sleep poorly, stay up late scrolling, and wake up dehydrated, your face will show it before the rest of your body does. Dark circles, puffiness, and droopy muscles all fight against the sculpted look you're trying to achieve. So combine these basics: reasonable bedtime and consistent sleep schedule, hydration throughout the day, not just chugging water at night, limiting alcohol and cigarettes, which both increase facial puffiness over time. You'll be shocked how much sharper your face looks after just a few weeks of simply treating your body better and giving it proper recovery. Now we have to address the elephant in the room. Surgery, buccal fat removal, cheek liposuction. These are real procedures that permanently change your face. They're often marketed as quick fixes for hollow cheeks, but they come with real risks that don't get mentioned in short viral clips. Buccal fat pads are one of the structures that keep your face looking youthful and supported. When you remove them, sure, you might get dramatic hollows when you're young, but as you age and naturally lose more facial volume, that same surgery can make you look older and overly gaunt. There's also the fact that the surgery is effectively irreversible. Once that fat is gone, you can't just put it back easily if you don't like the look later. This is why a lot of experts say, if you simply have a youthful, round face, you absolutely do not need to rush into surgery to chase a temporary trend. Volume is what makes faces look healthy and young, and hollow cheeks, if pushed too far, can backfire visually. So for most people, the safest and smartest path is this. Use lifestyle and natural methods first. Dial in your nutrition so you're not constantly bloated. Stay in a small calorie deficit if you have extra fat to lose. Add short, consistent facial workouts. Fix your posture and sleep. Then, if years down the line you still want a more dramatic look and you fully understand the risks, you can talk to a qualified surgeon. But by then, you'll be making that decision from a place of knowledge and self-respect, not insecurity and impulse. Let's put everything into one simple daily routine you can actually follow. Morning. Wake up, drink water first thing. Do 1 round of fish face plus air swishing and 1 round of cheek lift holds. Daytime. Keep processed, salty snacks to a minimum, choose whole foods, and aim to stay just slightly under your maintenance calories if fat loss is your goal. Evening. Don't slam a massive carb-heavy dinner right before sleeping. Keep it moderate. Do 1 more round of face exercises, including the kiss the ceiling move and gentle cheek work. Wind down, avoid screens in your face right until you knock out so your sleep quality is better. You repeat this not for 3 days, but for 3 months. Slowly your weight comes down if you were in a surplus, your water retention drops, your facial muscles lift and tone, and the mid-face slowly reveals more shape and shadow. No one moment will feel magical, but one day you'll see a photo or a mirror angle and realize, wait, my face actually looks different now. That's the power of stacking small, safe habits instead of hunting for one risky shortcut. And here's the final mental shift. Your goal is not just hollow cheeks. Your goal is a face that looks healthy, confident, and well taken care of from every angle. If that includes a bit more shadow under the cheekbones for you, amazing. But never trade your long-term health or self-esteem just to match a filtered trend that might be gone in 2 years. If you want, I can create a follow-along hollow cheek routine you can do daily with exact reps, sets, and progressions tailored to your current body type and goals. If this helped you understand how to get hollow cheeks safely, don't just click away. Hit subscribe, share this with that one friend who keeps talking about buccal fat removal, and drop a comment telling me where you're starting from and what your main face goal is right now, so I can build more videos that actually fit your situation.